What is going on here?
Amelia Rose, a 23-year-old college student, sat quietly beside her mother's hospital bed. The constant beeping of medical machines filled the room. Her mother, Jane Rose, was recovering from a delicate surgery. Amelia had once dreamed of becoming a designer. But when Jane's health declined, those dreams faded into endless bills, long shifts, and sleepless nights. Months earlier, desperate and frightened, Amelia had agreed to a private arrangement with a wealthy man, Sterling Thorne, known for his charm and arrogance. He had helped her with the hospital expenses under one condition: complete secrecy. He told her something strange one night, as if it were meant to calm her fears. "Relax," he had said casually. "I can't have kids. It's a medical thing. You don't have to worry." Amelia believed him, but that truth would become the lie that shattered everything. When their brief connection ended, one of Sterling's staff had handed her a card with $100,000 on it. "It should help your mother," he said coldly. It wasn't charity, it was control. Now, months later, that money was almost gone. Jane still needed care, and Amelia was out of options. "Mom," Amelia whispered one evening, "I'll find a way to keep us going." Her mother smiled weakly. "You've done enough, baby. Don't carry my burdens." But Amelia already was. The following week, the doctor called her in. "Amelia, congratulations," he said with a soft smile. "You're expecting. And it's not just one baby. You're pregnant with quadruplets." The words echoed like thunder. For babies. Her knees trembled. "That can't be right," she whispered. "The father said he couldn't." She stopped mid-sentence, her hand shaking. The truth hit her. Sterling had lied. In a single heartbeat, her world changed. She wasn't just fighting for her mother's life anymore. She was fighting for the lives of 4 unborn children. Children she never expected but could never abandon. Amelia took a temporary job at Grand Charity Gala, hoping to earn enough to survive a few more months. The event was held in honor of the Andre dynasty, one of the wealthiest families in America. Rumors filled the hall. "Mr. Andre is passing the company to his nephew tonight," one of the waitresses whispered. "Sterling Thorne, he's next in line. The heir." Amelia froze. Sterling? The same man? Before she could slip away, their eyes met. Sterling looked startled, then annoyed. "You!" he muttered under his breath, approaching her. Amelia turned to leave, but he blocked her path. "What are you doing here?" he asked sharply. "I'm working," she said firmly. His expression hardened. "You shouldn't be here. People will talk." "I don't care what people think," Amelia replied. "I have responsibilities, something you wouldn't understand." The tension between them drew attention. As voices around them quieted, someone nearby murmured, "She looks pale. Is she all right?" Suddenly, Amelia winced, clutching her stomach. Pain surged through her, and her knees buckled. "Call an ambulance," a guest shouted. The hall erupted into chaos. As the paramedics rushed in, a deep, commanding voice broke through the noise. "What happened here?" It was Victor Andre, Sterling's uncle and the CEO of the entire Andre empire. He looked from Amelia to Sterling, then to the frightened crowd. She's pretending," Sterling stammered. "She's just trying to embarrass me." But Victor's eyes narrowed. "She's hurt. That's all I need to know." He turned to his team. "Take her to our private hospital. Make sure she gets the best care possible." "Uncle," Sterling began, but Victor raised his hand. "Not another word. You said she worked for you once." "Yes, but—" Victor cut him off. "Then she's under this company's protection. If she's been mistreated, I'll find out." As Amelia was carried away, Victor's gaze lingered on Sterling, cold, calculating. "You've disappointed me, nephew." For the first time, Sterling looked unsure of himself. Amelia awoke in a bright hospital room. The doctor smiled reassuringly. "The babies are fine. You were lucky." Relief washed over her, but it was short-lived. Outside the room, she overheard 2 nurses whispering. "Mr. Victor Andre is investigating the inheritance transfer. There's talk of fraud in Sterling's records." Fraud? Days later, Victor visited her personally. "Miss Rose," he said, I believe you've been caught in something much bigger than you realize." "What do you mean?" Amelia asked. Sterling's infertility claim, Victor said slowly, was fabricated. It wasn't a medical condition. It was an alibi. Someone inside the company wanted to make sure no one could claim he had a child, especially before the inheritance was finalized. Amelia's heart pounded. So he was told a lie? Victor nodded. To protect the family's assets. But there's more. The funds you received, that wasn't from Sterling. It came from someone else. A name that appears again and again in our internal transfers, Veronica Hale. Amelia's breath caught. Veronica, her old college rival, now an executive assistant in the Andre Corporation. She wanted to ruin Sterling's credibility. Victor continued. If you ever came forward, no one would believe you. You were just part of her plan. Amelia realized the truth. Sterling wasn't her only betrayer. He was a pawn. A few weeks later, Sterling appeared at the hospital, looking humbled. "Amelia," he said quietly, "I didn't know. They told me things that weren't true. I thought—" Amelia interrupted softly. "You thought I was after your money." He nodded, ashamed. "I'm sorry. I can't fix everything, but I can make sure those who use us both face justice." Victor soon exposed the internal conspiracy. Veronica Hale was arrested for corporate fraud and manipulation of inheritance documents. Amelia's story made headlines, not as a scandal, but as a story of strength and truth. Months later, she stood outside a new design studio, her name proudly displayed, Amelia Rose Designs. Victor approached her one morning. "The company owes you a debt," he said warmly. "I'd like to invest in your dream." Amelia smiled. "I don't want debts. I just want a future I earned." He smiled back. "Then let's call it a partnership." As she walked into her studio, sunlight streamed through the windows. Her children's laughter echoed in her memory. The promise of a new beginning. The betrayal that once destroyed her had now become her destiny's turning point. Amelia Rose didn't just survive. She rose. If you believe truth always comes to light, hit the like button and share Amelia's story. Don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories.